Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is a very special one. We're going to test out everything that we actually hauled in the last video from Temu, and I have everything good to say about this brand. That's super surprising I would say. I've applied actually everything that I got from them, and if you're ready to see how I achieved this look, then please keep on watching. Let's begin. I already did my brows using this Lagmani soft brow pencil, and this one was in the shade 03, and it was super easy to achieve, like super easy to draw onto, and I love that it is like a small, like a precise tip pencil, and you can like draw hair-like strokes and define it. I had absolutely no problem with this pencil. Whenever I'm gonna do the next order, I'm going to order like 3 or 4 of it, because I constantly use brow pencils and this definitely does it for me. And for like $1 something, like, yeah, you definitely cannot beat this price. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, definitely a must have and a definite buy from my side would be that brow pencil for sure. I already did my face using this Lancome Tinted All foundation. I have mine in the shade 355. That's it. That's what I have on my face right now. Let's move on to the bronzer. I'm going to use my bronzer stick because I do have to utilize my Temu brushes, which I'm dying to use and see how it performs. So I'm going to just swipe a few things, stripes on my face, maybe a little bit on the nose too. It doesn't hurt anybody. To get a little bit of nose contour. Okay, what are we using? A little bit of denser brush, and I feel like this is really good. Like, it's small enough for a cream brush, a cream product, but I feel like it's a good brush to blend everything out. So let's take that. So it's blending really, really nicely. Super soft too. If you've seen my haul from Temu, you know that I had like 2 brush sets. One was more of like an eye brush set, and this has like a combination of eye and face brushes. I'll definitely put the other brush set in the giveaway because I'm using this one, and I don't need like so many brushes in my collection, just because I'm good with my brushes. But if I can give you like affordable options, then I'll definitely do that. I'm just pinching the brush and just swiping over my nose for wherever I put, like for the nose contour. It's not super densely packed, as you can see, like there is movement in the brush, but it is dense enough to blend all the cream products and to show the pigment. Just like that. Really, really nice. Love that one. Okay, so that was a hit for sure, but we'll keep using our brushes. I also want to use the sponges for my powder. So let's use a powder. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild banana powder, because why not? It's a beautiful powder, but it can be messy. I'm going to take my Temu sponges. I'm going to take one big sponge, one smaller sponge that's like for under eyes and stuff, because I just wanted to use it and see like how different it is, or is there any difference at all. And of course, we should not forget our big sponge. We'll use all the sponges today. All the sponges. I don't know what am I gonna do with this big one, but yeah, we'll use it. Okay, so starting off with the smaller sponge, I'm gonna take a little bit on the sponge and then tapping off the excess on the back of my hand, just so that it's not like too much. Looking up. It's perfect fit underneath the eyes. I like it. Is it too much, too bougie to get all these like different sizes of sponge? Yeah, absolutely. But am I liking it? Yeah, for sure. I like it. And especially like on the sides of the nose where You know, it tends to break apart in between the brows. I feel like it's a great fit. Great fit for sure. Okay, let's use the medium-sized one. With the same powder, it picks out a lot. I'm gonna tap it on the back of my hand. Apply it right there. This is a good size for everything, I would say. And then whatever is in the back, I'll just do it there. And then similarly, I'm not gonna do like put powder on the big sponge. I'll just keep doing that with the triangle sponge, just because I feel like that's good enough. If you guys know like what you use that big powder puff for, do let me know. But I'm just gonna spread it with this sponge because I feel like it's reasonable. This seems unreasonable to me. So I'm gonna take this big sponge. Oh my God, this is so soft. I feel like this will just even out all the powder. I mean, it feels like you're like on a pillow. It's that soft. Look at this. How beautiful is that? Look at the size. I love it. I love it. Am I being extra? 100%. Okay, let's close the powder because this can poof off everywhere. So let's do that. And then now, once we've done all these things, let's move on to the highlight. No, actually, let's do the blush because we have a blush. And this is La Mila Color Geometry. And this one was in the shade Brick Red Clay. I feel like that will definitely... I have to wipe my lipstick off just because I was wearing it for another video. And this is, by the way, Pat McGrath Lavish, if you were wondering. Just like that. And I'll just take the same powder puff. Just go over the edges and just even it out. Okay, now let's go to the blush because this is so pretty, so pretty. Wait till you see the blush. Oh my God, so pretty. Let's swatch it out. It's a powder blush. Oh, look at the color. Look at the color. I definitely don't have this shade. Look at that. I love it. Love it. Okay, let's put this baby. Okay, what are we gonna use for brush? Okay, let's use this brush. This is slanted. So yeah, all the bristles are not like cut perfectly, I would say. It's definitely loosely packed. And I feel like I can like take the bristles off. Not expecting too much out of these brushes, but it's okay. It's super soft for sure. Let's use this. I'm going to take this. See, look at that. The color is showing off really nicely. Oh, I love this color. Definitely do not have a shade like this. Yeah. This brush is a flop for sure. See, look at that. Are you serious? There's not a brush that's done that to me. Whenever I'm like doing that, it's coming off. Okay, let's use another brush. That brush was a flop for sure. Let's use this round buffing brush. I would generally use this for a foundation, but let's see this. Much better. And this is definitely more densely packed. I love the shade of the blush. Oof, I love it. Do you love the shade or what? I love that shade. It's a very, you know, burnt terracotta shade, but definitely has like warmth to it too. I don't know, this shade reminds me of Udan's Eye. Like if you have that Red Dragon palette, I feel like that's definitely gonna complement this blush a lot. because this blush shade is very, very reminiscent of that. Really, really pretty. I love that brush. Okay, love that blush. Since we are there, let's finish off with the highlighter too. I'm going to just use the Rare Beauty highlighter, and let's use a fan brush. It's been quite some time that we've not used a fan brush, and this set has a fan brush, so let's use that. I'm just going to take a little bit there. Is it going to be too much? I don't know. Let's see. I don't think I've ever used a fan brush. Can you believe that? So I don't even know what to expect. But definitely picking up the highlighter for sure. Let's take a little bit on the bridge of the nose. Woohoo! My nose is popping. Oh my god, that's pretty. Will I use it again? Absolutely. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Big hit from my side on that. Okay, so we have all those things in place. Let's move on to the eyes. What do you say? I'm gonna first just prime my eyes a little bit. Let's use this Lorac primer. I have behind the scenes eye primer. So I'm just gonna take a tiny little bit on the back of my hand. Actually, let's use another brush. Why not? Okay, so let's use one of the eye brushes that's more of on a flatter side. This brush, it's not heavy by any means, but the quality is really nice. I only had like a flaw with one brush, but rest everything performed really well. Let's see how the eye brushes also perform. Just because I want to recommend things to you if they really perform well. So we have the primer in place. Let's see which eyeshadow palette to use, because you know I have two eyeshadow palettes with me. One is the Whatever palette and the other one is this palette. I'll show you the inside and then you'll know what it is. So this is the first one. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to use this. And the second palette, the Whatever palette, is this. I am dying to use the other one because I know for a fact if that works, it'll be really, really good. The original palette that it's inspired from is like $70. If this works, then, you know, we are on a lottery. Okay, let's see. Let's use some of the eye brushes. Okay, so this is the biggest fluffy blending brush that they have. I'm going to start off with this shade, which is Teddy. So let's do that. It's like a pinky brown shade. You know, I love my pinky browns. So I didn't set my primer or anything. It is pigmented for sure. I can see that. And it's a beautiful shade. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Okay. And the brush is also blending really, really well. So that's a good transitioning shade that we have going on. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. Okay, what are we gonna use? Okay, okay, let's use the shade Secret. I just want to use as many shades as I can. I'm gonna first take the shade Secret and then I'm gonna just build it up a tiny little bit with this Fairy Tale shade. I don't know how different it is. Let's watch it. Oh, it is different. Okay. So the Fairy Tale shade definitely has a little bit mauviness to it, whereas the other shade was definitely a little bit more taupe. Okay, I feel like we should use Fairy Tale. That will go better. Okay, so I'm taking the Fairy Tale shade and then I'm going, let's do a halo eye. What do you say? Let's see. These shades are pigmented for sure. Not a big depth difference, but this palette is like that. Like even the original palette is like that. It's not, there's no like big of a depth difference. It's very bridal-esque a very softer mauve tone palette like that. I'm gonna take the same shade on the lower lash line too. So far I've just used one brush. I am excited. Okay, let's move on to the shade Wandering. That is this shade, and then we'll deepen it out with the shade Tease right next to it. So let's do that. Maybe Love Bite too, I don't know. Okay, let's see. I'm going to take another brush, and this is more like pinched from the ferrule, but again a blending brush. So let's take Wandering a little bit more deeper, a little bit more rosier in tone. Can you see that difference? No complaints about the shades for sure. It's blending really nicely, packing a punch on the eyes, and it's super buildable too. I'm gonna take a smaller brush. Let's do, I don't have like a teeny tiny brush, so I'm gonna take that teeny tiny brush from my set. I'm just taking BK Beauty brush, and I'm gonna take the shade Love Bite, which is this purpley shade first, because I'm just building it out and I want to see the difference. Definitely a purple. Also blending it on the lower lash line. Really pretty and such soft tones. I really like it. Okay, now I have a smaller brush here. I'm gonna go into the shade Tease, which is the deepest shade of this palette. Let's see if we can get a deeper tone on the eyes. I'm also gonna just swatch this palette just because I want to see, like on the eyes it doesn't look like super deep for sure. It's more like taupey, but also I do not have like the original palette, so I don't know what to expect. Is there a tone difference? Yes, for sure, but I don't know like how different it is. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean the shades are really pretty, but not much of a difference in the eyes. I'm gonna just swatch a few shades, and obviously I've just used a majority of like mattes on my eyes. So let's swatch the mattes first. Like that's deep, that's mauve. Yeah, there's significant difference for sure. It's just a lighter tone, like more of like bridal palette. Oh, that's a beautiful shimmer. We've not used that. Like, look at that. That's some good mauve tones. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. I'm also going to swatch a few shimmers for you guys because I want to see like which shimmer to use. So let's do this. It's very reminiscent of the original palette. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Nice. And there are like pressed glitters too. So I'll swatch that too. My kids are jumping like crazy. Oh, that's a beautiful duochrome. Okay. And then there's a pressed glitter. I mean, it's a pressed glitter. So I don't know how much can you expect out of pressed glitter. But that's how the shimmers are looking. Can you see that? Really nice. Now the question lies, what are we gonna use? Okay, I'm gonna first put a glitter glue for sure, just because I want all of these to stick on my eyes. Oh, or should we use, oh, I know what to do. We also have, do you remember the multi-chrome? Why don't we do that? Actually, and maybe we can like put the shimmers in the inner corner. So let's take this Castle shade. I actually ruined the marbled effect, but I'm gonna take a sponge tip applicator from Temu itself. I'm gonna put that there. Yeah, I can definitely see it shining and glimmering. And then I'm gonna take this shade, Dream World, which is a more of a mauve shade, this one. And I'm just gonna tap it right on top of it. Just because I'm getting greedy now. Okay, now I didn't even need the glitter glue actually, because I'm just gonna put the multi-chrome. But anyways, let's just lay it down because it's a multi-chrome and it's like a liquid formula. I don't know how much this will help. So this is the multi-chrome that I was talking about. It's Angly color, and this one is in the shade Ember, I think. 103. Okay. And this is like a teal to a purple shifting shade. So let's see. I'm just gonna put it right on top of my eyelid. Super cooling. I feel like you'll have to work a little quickly with this just because it dries down super quick and then it doesn't move. It absolutely doesn't move. So when it is wet, I feel like you should just work with it and work on the edges, because you remember yesterday when I swiped it on the back of my hand, it didn't come off the entire day from my hand. I had to remove it with like a makeup wipe, or like the Garnier micellar water. It was not coming off. I don't know if you can see the shift right now or not, but I see teal. I don't know what you see. I see teal, but yeah, I don't want to build up too much. I can totally see purple too. Like using a multi-chrome definitely like makes you feel that you have applied like 2-3 shadows at least on your lid, when it's just like one liquid shadow, and it was super easy to achieve. Like you can totally do like one matte shadow on the crease and then go over with the liquid multi-chrome. That'll be more than enough. Just because I was testing out an eyeshadow, I used so many mattes. But I can definitely see myself like going for like one matte on the crease and this multi-chrome all over the eyelid. Such a pretty multi-chrome. I'll pop up after a few hours to show if it's creasing or not, like this multi-chrome, because that's another thing that I would want to test, that if the liquid multi-chrome is creasing or not. Like, because the shade is superb, I just want to see, is it wearable or not too. Like, I love it. I love it. Just like that, I'm gonna finish off my eyes with some liner, and then we'll go on to the lips. How the eyes are looking so far. It was so quick and easy to like put the eyeliner on top of this multi-chrome. I cannot even say. The last thing that I have to apply is this lipstick, and I'm so excited. This is called the Pink Cocoa lipstick. It's the Condensed Fog Lip Matte in the shade 05. And I feel like, what was the shade? The shade was, I think it was like a red clay or something like that. It's more of like a rusty pink shade, a rusty pink, I don't know, terracotta shade. So I'm gonna apply that. It's like a moussey texture. Oh, I love it. Like a stain. Love it. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this look. So excited. Love it. Absolutely love it. Can you see that? Okay, let me give you a final look. I really love everything actually that I tried from Temu today, and I feel like I've applied everything except that whatever palette. And what else did we not apply? And that brush set that I've put for like a giveaway, just because I already opened another brush set. So I've put like a giveaway with all these eye brushes. So yeah, that's there. Otherwise, I think I've applied everything else. Let me just set my face. I'm just gonna set it with my Catrice Illuminating Glow Setting Spray, and then use that big this is my favorite thing. Oh my God. I'm gonna just pat it on top just to melt everything out. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, I am in love with things that I've tried. Let me give you like my top picks that I absolutely would repurchase. Eyebrow pencil, definitely would repurchase for like $1 something. I would definitely purchase this. I loved the blush. Loved the blush. The multichrome, if it wears, I'm gonna put it on the screen how everything looks after like a whole day wear, but this multichrome is looking absolutely fantastic for the price that we paid for, and I hope that it doesn't crease. Love the sponges, definitely a deal to get like those sponges for like, I don't know, $2 or something. The palette worked really well. The only con that I would say is like it's not going like super deep. So this is more like a bridal palette, very soft, elegant, like very feminine kind of a look you'll get with this palette. But all the shades performed really well. It blended really nicely. Loved the lipstick. Loved the lipstick. If I have to go back and repurchase, I feel like for a steal, it would be the blush, the lipstick, and the eyebrow pencil. That's for sure. Like I would definitely repurchase this. I'm in love, and I cannot wait to test Temu even more. I have a link with them in the description box below for you guys. I'll also pop up a code that you can use and get like 20 to 30% off the website when you are like a new user, and I'll link everything in the description box below. I absolutely had a blast testing all these products out from Temu, and I thank you enough. I thank you so much, Temu, for giving all these goodies to me. I also have like the makeup bag with them, which opens like this. Look at this. It's such a good brand for such an affordable price. We definitely recommend Temu. That's all for today, guys. If you did like it, you know what to do. Do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.